Great. So the recording has started, and welcome again to all the participants to this eTwinning Future Groups Open House, Discover, Join, Engage. I will now leave the floor to Irene, who will introduce you to today's session.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon from a really sunny Brussels. It's not really often, but it's so nice to have some sun. We are really glad because today we have a very, very nice webinar about the feature groups. And you may have known that we had feature groups all the years in eTwinning, 20 years now. But we decided to, let's say, renovate our house. And once you renovate your house, if you want to sell it, we are not going to sell any house, of course, but we wanted to open the house, to open our houses, our groups, to show you what is happening from now on, because we started a new process. We opened a call to look for moderators, new and old ones, people who are quite experienced in eTwinning, and they are happy to share with you many, many nice activities and many nice things they are doing. I can assure you that the people that you are going to see in a while presenting what they plan for the next months are really motivated, very enthusiastic, and they have prepared plenty of things, and they are just looking forward to members that you will all work together as a community, because eTwinning is more about a community, people sharing same interests, people that they want to work together to learn from each other. And I think we have proved that all over the years, all over the 20 years of eTwinning. I'm not going to say more. I'm really happy because actually we have with us today Mr. Peter De Bruin, policy officer in the European Commission, that would also like to welcome you in this kickoff of our new featured eTwinning groups. Peter, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Irene. And indeed, also on behalf of the European Commission, we would like to very warmly welcome you all to this start of the new eTwinning featured groups. As you know, a crucial part, a cornerstone of eTwinning are all the projects that we facilitate, where two or more teachers get together and they execute a specific project on with a specific goal in mind. But of course, eTwinning is more than the projects alone. We really try to create a community, to give people ample of opportunities to connect with each other, to exchange thoughts on all kinds of topics that they're interested in. And this is where the rooms and the groups and also the featured groups come into play. So for us, this is really something we think is also a crucial element in the whole idea and the approach of eTwinning. As Irene mentioned, what do these groups allow you to do? They will allow you to share, or they already allow you to share resources and ideas, maybe even to celebrate certain events or achievements. And they might also even be the trigger or the start for new future eTwinning projects, because you might get to know new people, new partners for future eTwinning projects. Some of those groups, they are rather spontaneously created, bottom up, from eTwinners themselves, and a very limited limited set of them are or what we call featured groups, and that's what we will be talking about today. Meaning that some of the groups, we think that they deserve a little bit of a special attention, because we know that the community finds those topics very important, or because we know from a policy perspective, from the Erasmus Plus side, the program which is funding the European School Education Platform, and eTwinning, that we know that we want to emphasize certain elements, certain priorities. So you also want to provide them a little bit of a spotlight. So these featured groups, apart from giving them a bit of additional attention, putting them into the spotlight, we also, as Irene already said, we make sure that there are some moderators there who are very, very enthusiastic. We put a lot of attention in selecting them, and they've in fact actually been working, preparing those featured groups, the program that they want to execute in those groups in the past few weeks and months. So yeah, the idea is really to make sure that these groups are as active and as vivid as possible. And it means that today we think is an important day because we'll kickstart the new featured groups with this open house session. Some of the old featured groups, they have been renamed, regrouped. We have created a limited set of new ones. And you will have the opportunity to get to know the majority of the new featured groups today. So for sure, it will be a very interesting session because the moderators will briefly introduce themselves, their group, some of the highlights of the initiatives they are planning in the coming weeks and months. And I think it's probably going to be interesting for everyone because we have a very diverse set of topics. You will find featured groups specifically for newcomers, groups working on inclusiveness, creativity, STEM, literacy, you name it. There will be something in there for everyone. So we really hope and we think this will be a very interesting feature or part of eTwinning for you. And then to close, I would really like to warmly encourage all of you to be listening today to see what the different featured groups are that we will offer, and to consider signing up maybe one or multiple of those featured groups which might carry your interest, and start exchanging your thoughts and resources, because we know that we have great moderators, but of course the real value and real success of these groups, they come when we see that people are actively contributing and sharing their thoughts as well. So thank you all very much of being here today for this session, and of course also for the moderators for being willing to take on this very important role of being the moderators. And I look forward to the session that we will have today and the activities that will happen in the coming weeks and months.
Thank you very much, Peter. So I think here it's actually puts together all the things that Peter just mentioned. And I don't want to wait more. I think we can start, Alessia, and we can invite our first moderator. So you can see, as Peter said, there are many topics for different subjects you may teach from like remote areas. So you don't need to join all of them because for sure if you join all of them, you cannot be active in all of them. So according to your interest now, the next months, you can see what fits you better and go to see what is happening there. And I'm sure you will also have lots of things to contribute from your own experience. Alessia?
Thanks a lot, Irene, and thank you, Peter. And now we are really ready to start. And the first group that we are going to explore today is actually the annual theme group. So the group focused on our annual theme, citizenship education, celebrating what unites us. So let's explore how to bring active citizenship in the classroom and how to foster European values with our pupils. And we will discover it with Theodora Agnekiu, who is moderator of this group. So Theodora, please, the floor is yours.
Hello, and thank you so much for this opportunity to present the featured group. And of course, it's an amazing task to be among all these enthusiastic and motivated moderators, eTwinners, and teachers. I am a teacher as well and an eTwinning ambassador. I have been so since 2013. I love traveling, experiencing new cultures and languages, and probably that's why I decided to get involved in this eTwinning adventure. EU citizenship is a context which is highly motivating for me, and I guess for most teachers as well, since it is an interdisciplinary subject that can involve so many different topics, and we shall see in a couple of minutes what I mean. You can see here some pictures of me. One of them is a memory about visiting the Parliamentarium. I was amazed to do so. It was one of the moments when I realized that we are all European citizens besides being citizens of our own countries. And I think it's an invaluable experience for all, both educators and students. So obviously, these groups target professional development and team building among teachers. But also, I think that it is important to involve our students in our activities and transfer their knowledge and their ideas as well into our activities. So we are going to try to provide as many stimuli as possible to all of you and try to engage you into this adventure. So when it comes to the main idea behind the group, I think it is summarized by a quote by Jacques Delors. It is for us to put some flesh on the community's bones, and there I suggest give it a little more soul. So I think this is what we are all trying to do in all kinds of activities, and mostly here in this featured group. The activities that have already been designed so far, we're targeting at discovering the new, well, not so new anymore, the eTwinning annual theme for 2024-25. And during this time, eTwinning focuses on citizenship education with an emphasis on active citizenship, critical thinking, and learning about the EU and its values. Values are a key word which we should concentrate on. The annual group then will serve as the central hub for eTwinners to find materials and resources related to the new theme. It will also be a place to connect, network, and draw inspiration from fellow colleagues. So if you're curious to learn more and start exploring this theme, you can join our group. And you can find out that some activities have already taken place. For example, partner finding, webinars, expert talks, material production. So we are going to continue on the same note. And some of the forthcoming activities to be presented and featured the forthcoming months relate to various aspects of being a citizen. And we started in February with digital citizenship and safe internet. Since it was a day devoted, the 11th of February, a date devoted to online behavior, and therefore we are collecting tips and classroom practices regarding this issue. March is a beautiful month. It is devoted to poetry. It's the time when spring is coming. So, poetry for democracy on account of the World Poetry Day on the 21st March. And we will create poetry collaboratively. So stay tuned. Since all the descriptions of the activities will be featured and are featured on our pages and our forums, which are dedicated to discussion. Another activity which is coming up on April is about promoting literacy, a key word. Literacy is a key aspect for all students, and we need to shape this idea of respect to copyright and to learning, reading, and getting in touch with different cultures due to this World Book Day. In May, of course, we celebrate Europe Day, sharing experiences, sharing little presents and cards among eTwinners. And in June, we are going to engage in a discussion about the Green Deal policies, trying to deepen public awareness, teacher awareness of the need to preserve and enhance the environment, since we are having this event of the European Environment Day. So we are trying to connect official international days to citizenship activities, and we are more than willing, more than happy to have you all with us. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much, Dora, for this overview of your group. If any of you is interested in joining the annual theme group, so the group on citizenship education celebrating what unites us, we encourage you to join the group. The link is in the chat waiting for you. And so if you want to take part in all these activities, we encourage you to join the group. Okay, it's now time to move ahead and to turn our attention to engaging strategies to teach STEM subjects effectively. So let's discover about that with the feature group Mathematics, Science and Other STEM Topics, moderated by Enrica Maragliano. Enrica, the floor is all yours.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Alicia, for introducing me. I'm a math and physics teacher. I teach in Italy. I'm from Italy, from Genova, and I have been an eTwinning ambassador for many years. And now in Italy, you know that the Twinning ambassador is the same than Erasmus ambassador. So I am involved in both projects, and I'm the digital coordinator in my school, and I have member of many groups about, for instance, in Italy and in my region, Liguria. And I'm quite curious, and I always want to learn and to discover new things with my students. And before being a teacher, I was an employee in a computer science employee in a firm, an Italian firm, and I worked also in the USA. And I'm very proud to show you the picture about my prizes. Actually, I won an European prize as a runner-up, and many national prizes. In the last one, there is no picture because I couldn't go to collect it because I was busy at school. But so I am very happy about my life in eTwinning. I always say that without eTwinning, my life would be very, very different now. And what about the activities that I thought for the group? So first of all, the group is open to all the teachers that are interested in STEM, not only for STEM teachers, because of course eTwinning projects are cross-curricular projects. So often you have you carry out an eTwinning project, but you have many links with other topics, with other subjects. For instance, in the project that I won the European Prize awards, we were involved in physics, physical education, math, and Greek, because it was about a project about running. Actually, it was the name was physical awareness, and we focus our attention about running. And I was teaching in a classical lyceum, like now, actually. And so our Greek colleague found out that Philippides was a runner, and so we started activities like that. So if you come to our groups, I wanted to give the idea that eTwinning projects are really cross-curricular, and everybody can find links for many topics. And we are about the activities that I'm going to carry out for this group is in 2 weeks. I will give a mini course about how you can create a virtual escape room. I'm very good at to do that. I do that with my students in practically my eTwinning all my eTwinning projects since 3 or 4 years from now. And And of course, you'll be welcome to take part to this mini course and to share your job with other participants. And by the end of the month, because March is the month, eTwinning month for math and numeracy, and so we are going to organize an event with the winners of two projects two European projects about involved with math. One is Code of Mystery, that is again about virtual escape rooms, and the other ones is a project about climate change involving a lot of math. And in April, and by the end, starting from the mid-March and in the beginning of April, I am in touch with the group of European researchers, and we are going to speak about competencies. I think that competencies is a very important topic, and I found different researchers that are working about this topic, and I put them together, and I will show you what we start to discuss about that in mid-March, and on April the 9th, there will be the webinar that if you come to the group, you'll have the link and you can take part to this activity. And in the second half of April, I think that it is fine to discuss about flop proof teaching. So sometimes our lessons can't go as we planned, and what can we do? So everybody can help each other's experienced teacher can help the newcomers and can give advice, but everybody has to learn from each other as eTwinning all the time. In May will be the eTwinning month for the natural sciences, and so physics and chemistry and biology, and so I will organize another meeting with European winning prizes, and so you are invited in this event, and you could ask question teachers and take inspirations. In the meanwhile, in the first half of May, you know that there is the eTwinning Day, and it's May the 9th, and so we'll collaborate to build a birthday postcard to eTwinning for its 20th birthday. And in the second half of May, we'll start an activity that I think that it could be useful to find new collaborations for the next year's projects. And also in June, I organize an asynchronous channels where teachers will explore and share real-life application of STEM in their everybody life. So I think this is more or less what I have I planned for you, and I hope you will join my group. You can contact me when you like, and my mail, you can see this is my mail. I think that you'll have the presentation, so you can get in touch with the form in the group and with me. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Rika. Thank you very much for presenting us your group. Also, you have all the necessary link in the chat, the link to the group, as well as the link to the webinar that Enrica was mentioning and that will take place in March about collaborative math learning. So if there are any STEM educators, but not only STEM educators, and as Enrica said, but also educators interested in STEM subjects, feel free to join the group and to become part of this community. Before moving on, just a quick reminder to our moderators to please keep the time allocated for each presentations around 3-4 minutes, so we have time to actually explore all the feature group. Okay, it's now time to explore innovative teaching methodologies to inspire creativity in the classroom. And for that, we have with us Angeliki and her group entitled Creative and Innovative Classrooms Thinking Outside the Box. Angeliki, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Alessia. Hello to all of you. Welcome here to this open house for our group's webinar. I am Angeliki Kougirouki. As Alessia said, I am a primary school teacher, holding also a degree in history and a master in visual culture. And I am a primary school teacher since 1996, a very old one. Seconded this last years in Belgium to teach the Greek language and culture. I'm also an eTwinning and Scientix ambassador and the feature group moderator, as mentioned earlier, and the Erasmus projects coordinator. Everything started with eTwinning in 2012 with flowers. 3 projects with flowers, and then it started. Since then, I started building friendship and a sense and feeling a sense of belonging in eTwinning. I started collaborating with many teachers around Europe, creating a network and finding support through eTwinning because I feel it as my big family. I found there inspiration and I enhanced my creativity and also my professional development. So I fulfilled a big box. I fulfilled a big box, which here inside the eTwinning box there are many things from inspiration, project, tools, seminars, webinars, whatever you can imagine in eTwinning. And I'm here to present you the Creative and Innovative Classrooms Thinking Out of the Box group, which is an active featured group since 28 with a new name this year. This week, 19,650 members. We increased since last week. I gave these numbers to Alessia. And the initial moderator of the group was Irene Pateraki, whom I helped, who is my mentor, and whom I follow sincerely all these years since I joined eTwinning. And so she entrusted me the Creative Classroom group, a group of creative people. This is a portrait made by the students of the Creative Classroom group members in April 2015. The aims of our group is first of all, to boost teachers' creativity, to share, to welcome all of you and share good ideas, good practices, and to collaborate in achieving common goals. And all this in order to inspire teachers to ignite our students' creativity. How do we do this? We have expert talks almost every year. We have active forums where you can collaborate and share your ideas and leave fruitful comments in different kind of topics. We have unconferences, and we will say about this year's Creative Classroom Unconference. We have an e-library where you can find useful material co-created with all the members of the Creative Classroom group, and you can read them. We have campaigns and celebrations and partner finding fairs and online parties and, of course, creative tools for creative people. So welcome all of you to the group, which was in the spotlight of critical thinking during the month of February. So what we did, and all the activities are open for you in order to take part in case you would like to concentrate on critical thinking. So in February, an interactive discussion was opened in the forum, and you are very welcome to participate and leave your comments there regarding the critical thinking and how do you manage to do with your students inside your classroom. We have opened a partner finding fair in the forums with different topics, different school subjects like art, STEM, and digital literacy and active citizenship, where you can post your idea for a future project and find your future collaborator in an eTwinning project. We hold an expert talk on critical thinking. Dr. Angela Salmon from USA shared with us fruitful insights and, of course, very useful ones regarding the students' conceptual thinking. Also, this month, February, we organized a workshop on designing critical thinking games, and some participants there found it very useful to design critical thinking games within their classroom in order to teach to develop critical thinking skills with their students.
I think, Angeliki, sorry to interrupt you, we need to wrap up a bit because we have quite many groups. So if you can
yes,
wrap
yes,
up
yes, yes,
the presentation,
yes, and
would
of
be
course,
great. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. We have there useful real-world scenarios. In March, April, May, and June, we have also some interesting activities. Let's say that in March, I will focus on this. It is open an interactive discussion on fostering curiosity with inquiry-based learning. And at the end of March, there is the 10th conference from participation to impact active citizens in European initiatives. In case you would like to be informed regarding our future activities, you may complete this mailing list and you will receive newsletters from very often in order to be informed. So stay tuned. Thank you, Alessia.
Thank you so much, Angeliki. So anybody who is interested in joining this group, the link is in the chat. The link is also in the presentation. And so we hope you will take part in all these activities that Angeliki mentioned. So we can go ahead. And now it's time for Romina Marchesani to present her feature group on multilingualism. So if there are any language teachers among our attendees, so I believe you will love to hear about the activities that Romina will present you with. Romina, the floor is all yours.
Oh, thank you, Alessia. Hello, everyone. My name is Romina Marchesani. I'm from Italy as Enrica, and I'm an Erasmus Plus and a Scientix ambassador. I'm really passionate digital innovator, a global educator, and someone who is always curious about new ways to enhance learning. My journey with Erasmus and eTwinning began in 2017, as you can see here in the slide. And since then, I have had the privilege of engaging my students in numerous international projects. And these experiences have been incredibly enriching. Not only have my students improved their language skills, but they also have developed a broader worldview, critical thinking abilities, and a deeper appreciation for different cultures. Now I'm really excited to introduce you to the multilingualism group, a space where educators can explore innovative methodologies, exchange best practices, and bring language learning to life in a very engaging and interactive ways. In today's interconnected world, being multilingual is not just a skill, I think, but a superpower that opened doors to communication, collaboration, and also cultural understanding. So within our group, we will explore various approaches. To bring these ideas into life, we have planned for the next months many activities and a series of engaging and interactive activities designed to inspire educators to enhance language learning. Our first goal is to create a dynamic and supportive community where we can exchange ideas, discover new tools, and develop meaningful projects together. So, what's next? Join the fun. One of the highlights of the upcoming months will be a series of interactive webinars where we will dive into CLIL, content and language integrated learning, innovative language teaching strategies, and best approaches for managing multilingual, multicultural classroom. These sessions will not only offer practical insights, but also provide a space for discussion and collaboration among educators. We will also explore cutting-edge digital tools, discovering how technology can make language learning more interactive and engaging, whether it's through gamification or storytelling or collaborative activities. We want to make language learning an adventure for our students. And
Romina,
yeah.
we ask you just to wrap up a bit because
Okay.
we are at the end of the 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Another exciting part of our journeys will be the exchange of best practices. Our group will focus also on real-world application. We will be organizing webinars featuring expert speakers that support effective language acquisition. And of course, we cannot forget the importance of collaborative projects. So, in conclusion, in our multilingualism group is more than just a space for discussion. It's a place where ideas come to life, where teachers support one another, and where we can work towards a common goal that is empowering our students to become more confident, open-minded, and engaged global citizens. So I can't really wait to embark on this journey all together with all of you. Let's make language learning a transformative experience all together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Romina, for this presentation. The link to join the group on multilingualism is in the chat. Now, if your topic of interest is literacy, media literacy, and how to encourage critical thinking, then we have a feature group for you, and it's the one moderated by Carol Barriuso. Carol, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Carol Barriuso, and I'm the moderator of the eTwinning feature group on literacy, media literacy, and critical thinking. And I'm so happy to welcome you today and to introduce the mission and the objectives of our group. So the group is dedicated to exploring and advancing literacy, media literacy, and critical thinking in education. So it's a space where teachers can share best practices, discover innovative methodologies, and access also professional development opportunities. The idea is that you can work inside the group, collaborating with colleagues to work on various forms of literacy, digital, visual, textual, and data. And the idea is to empower students to think critically, to evaluate media responsibly, and also to navigate this complex digital landscape with confidence. I was still in the... yeah, that's okay.
Sorry, Carol, here it is.
No problem. I mean, the core focus include all of these, basically. So foster the media literacy and critical thinking skills and promote multimodal literacy approaches. Also encourage the ethical use of media. So now you can go to the next slide. Thank you very much. So in the upcoming months, we have exciting activities, discussions, and webinars planned. And of course, I encourage you all to actively participate. So let me share some of these planned for the next months. This month, actually, we celebrate women with special activities. We're going to have a partner finding a fair challenge activity, and also an interactive discussion. To be honest, we have an interactive discussion every month, so I encourage you to stay tuned and to participate. April, this is our spotlight month. We're going to have a key webinar on literacy, and also activities like a co-creation activity, very interesting. In May, we're going to host a joint webinar with the Health and Wellbeing in Education group, and we want to highlight the role of literacy, immediate literacy, in fostering students' overall development. And then June will be more like evaluation activities, but we will also have a challenge activity going on. So I encourage you all to join these activities, to collaborate, and to take all of these activities and make an impact in your classroom. So you can follow the QR code to join the group and get involved. I also invite you to spread the word. So the more educators who join us, the better. If you know someone who is passionate about literacy, media literacy, and critical thinking, encourage them to be a part of the community. Looking forward to see you there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Carol. So if you are interested in the topic of media literacy and you're not a member yet of this group, now is the moment, and you can find the link in the chat. Next group in the agenda is inclusive education, and we have Cecilia Cantinzano with us to guide you into the group.
Hello, and thank you very much for your introduction. I'm Cecilia Cantinzano. I am an active eTwinner since 2008, and my role as an eTwinning ambassador since 2011. eTwinning has always been important for me. My life, especially my teaching life, wouldn't be the same without eTwinning. And I think it's very important for fostering inclusive education. I always thank my first partner and the UK British Council for their support in my first steps, which is very contradictory at the moment. But yes, my first project was on birds, our feathery friends, which laid the groundwork for my passion for international collaboration and inclusive education. And I currently work at CEL de Canarias, which is a school created specifically to teach online, assisting pupils who are dealing with health issues, and in the Canary Islands in Spain. And recently, my last recently awarded eTwinning project was Leave No One Behind, which focused mainly on inclusion. We dealt inclusion through well-being, or emotional education and creativity, and so on. The Inclusive Education Group is open since 2015, and it's got nearly 9,000 members. At the moment, it's being relaunched with new aims and with new activities. We are trying to focus on defining who are those pupils with fewer opportunities, as they are mentioned in the Erasmus and European Solidarity Corps Inclusion and Diversity Strategy, which will be our guide to reach as more profiles needed of inclusion in education as possible. Inclusion is a very wide topic, and it's very challenging because every single person needs a specific way to be included. When we talk about pupils, we have pupils with disabilities, with health issues, cultural differences, economic challenges, geographical discrimination-related barriers. So we just feel like there's always someone who might feel excluded. So that's the main thing we're going to work on the following upcoming activities. So we are during February, I spent quite a few weeks reorganizing all the previous work that can be seen on the group pages. There's plenty of recorded webinars from previous years, previous activities, reports, and so on. But we have created a new mailing list, a new Facebook group, because there was a Facebook group before, but which I cannot control myself. So we, for those people who are in Facebook, we created a new one. And yes,
Cecilia,
we just.
sorry to
Yes.
interrupt you. I ask you maybe to focus just on the main activity and wrap up, because we have quite many groups in the agenda. Thank you.
Yeah, the first activity upcoming after this meeting is next week. We have a virtual coffee break for discussions on the strategies, on inclusion strategies. Then we will discuss a network activity and celebrate the significance of the 20 years of inclusive experience. On eTwinning will be an activity for April, which will end on Europe's Day. Then in May there will be a webinar about an expert from Turkey talking about how they deal with talented and intellectually gifted students in their country. In June, we will focus on World Refugee Day with a scavenger hunt, and there will be more as a spotlight topic will be education without gender stereotypes. In July, there will be so thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Welcome to the group.
Thanks a lot, Cecilia, for this presentation on the Inclusive Education Group. You can find all the links in the chat, and we can now get to know the feature group on well-being, health and well-being in education with Daniela Bunea, who is here with us. So Daniela, the floor is yours. Please keep it, if you can, around 3 minutes, so we have time for everyone.
Yes, thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Daniela Bunea, and I'm the moderator of the eTwinning featured group dedicated to health and well-being in education. I've been an eTwinner forever, for 18 years really now, and an eTwinning ambassador since April 2010. This health and well-being in education group is in fact a continuation of the eTwinning featured group well-being at school. Yet the group entitled Health and Wellbeing in Education has undergone a few changes, and I am proud to moderate the activities within it by fellow teaching superheroes, because we really are superheroes, trust me. And in our wellness squad, as I like to call it, we will dive into the latest well-being research, bearing in mind that happy teachers teach happy students. So we will try to build together a treasure chest of resources full of tricks and tips and try and true suggestions that work in the classroom. I'm waiting for you with cool tasks, with activities and projects that will make health and well-being fun, really fun and doable. In addition, you are kindly invited also to take part in all sorts of workshops where we will indeed practice what we preach. Our main goal with this eTwinning featured group is making teaching and learning more awesome and less stressful. The key aspects addressed in the group, as I wrote here, but okay, you can all just read them in the group on the main page, are promoting health and well-being through the curriculum like this, during every class, in the school as a whole, and for all the actors of a school, students and teachers. This is very important, students and teachers alike. Also taking into account the contributions different partnerships, as I wrote here, can bring as well. The overall aim is to create in our schools supportive, safe, and inclusive teaching and learning environments, as so many of my colleagues have already said. A sneak peek activity, and with this I will finish. Among the so many interesting activities described by my colleagues, there is one activity in the forum of the group. It's called Happiness Skills. And I would like to leave you with this question. Maybe you can think about it. Do you teach happiness skills? Thank you. And please do join. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniela. I hope our attendees will reflect on these questions and maybe come back to you directly in the group. So the link to join this group about health and well-being at school is in the chat.
I will be glad. I would be glad.
Great. Thank you, Daniela. And now, if among you there's anybody who is new to eTwinning, we have a good news because there's a feature group for eTwinning newcomers that will help you navigate and getting familiar with eTwinning. For that, we have two moderators here with us, Nikki and Georgia. So Nikki and Georgia, the floor is all yours.
Hello, everyone. I am Nikki, and I would like to present Georgia to you. For those of you who don't know her, Georgia is ancient in eTwinning. Even she cannot remember how many years she has been involved. She has been around. She is an eTwinning ambassador, and she truly incorporates the eTwinning spirit. She's a caring person, she's devoted, she's inspiring, she is an emotionally uplifting person. And I would like to share with all of you that she is one of the most important gifts eTwinning has given me, because I met her through eTwinning, and I have known her for 2 years, and we have been collaborating ever since, talking on the phone, and I have gained a dependable partner and a beloved friend. Enough said.
I will have to stop you here because you'll go on and on forever. So
yes, I'm going to talk to you about for hours on end.
Okay, we are doing this because we want to show you what kind of group we want to moderate. This is the group we want to moderate. Meet my other half in the group. Nikki, she's an English teacher in secondary education. She's an addicted eTwinner like me. And we think the same thing all the time, believe us or not. Whatever idea she has, I try to make it real, and she's the most organized person, more organized than me. Nikki, would you like to tell to people here what the aims of our group are?
Okay, apart from helping you meet special people as we have over the years, generally we hope that this group will turn into a safe place for you, a place where you will learn while at the same time having fun. We're going to organize lots of collaborative activities for you to learn all the tricks and the secrets of the eTwinning platform. We're going to have partner finding forums, competitions, scavenger hunts, coffee. We'll have coffee time or webinars. And we hope that you get inspiration, ideas. You will learn new digital tools. And of course, you will meet partners who you can implement everything you've learned with. So, Georgia, do you think we have convinced people joining our group?
I can see some hesitation in some people's eyes, so I'll take over the presentation and I'll try to share something.
Georgia, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
As we are quite tight with the schedule, I would propose to post the link. It's nice that the attendees can see the preview, but to post the link in the chat, so maybe our attendees can watch it, because we still have some groups.
Maybe we can just have a sneak peek of 10 seconds.
No,
So
okay,
yes,
sorry.
yes, sure. Sorry, Rani, we had the same.
I didn't catch. What did you say? Shall I stop it? What?
Yeah, maybe you can give a sneak peek of the video, 10 seconds, and then we post the link in the chat. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So if you're hesitant about joining our group, here we are, and this is why you should join it.
And with this, we are leaving you, and we are hoping that you will join us for an exciting adventure.
Thank you very much, Georgia, and thank you, Nikki. That was really great. Just give me a second to re-upload the presentation because we have some other exciting groups in the agenda. Here it is. And next in line, if I'm not mistaken, is the group moderated by Anka. Just a second, the presentation is uploading, but Anka, you can get ready for your presentation in the meanwhile and maybe start talking about your group. The slide will come in a second.
Okay, hello, I'm ready. So my group is Small and Remote Schools Network. I would like to start by briefly introducing myself. Well, if the slides are ready, I have prepared 5 clues about myself, 5 relevant, important things about myself. It's some pictures or words or numbers. So first of all, I've chosen a picture of the mountains because my school is located in the Eastern Pyrenees in the south of France. So it's quite isolated at an altitude of 1,800 meters high in a small ski resort. Could you go back to the first slide, please? Okay, 3 is the number of eTwinning school labels that our school had so far, and there's a 4th application pending, so we are very active on eTwinning. 2017 is the year where my eTwinning adventure started with my participation in a contact seminar, and 5 of my colleagues are currently running eTwinning projects. I'm so proud of that because at the beginning in 2017, I was the only one. And I will finish with the national quality label, not because I'm an evaluator. I evaluate, I assess projects to award them the national quality label, but because I get to keep on learning by seeing wonderful projects every year. About my group, I think the most important thing is empowering teachers. And if I have to briefly define it, 4 things come to my mind. First of all, this group is respectful of teachers' time and work, because as one of our members said, enthusiastic teachers often do many things in the school. They are the eTwinning ambassador. They are also the person in charge with Erasmus projects. So it's important to keep in mind that their time is very valuable. Secondly, I would like this group to be a cozy open space to share ideas, to get support, to ask for help. And currently, when I prepared the slide, there were 519 members. A few more have joined the group, so we are growing slowly but steadily. Our goal, amongst others, is to co-create resources. So far, we've managed to create a short guide to a teacher's eTwinning profile and how to make it efficient in order to search for partners, for reliable partners that match your needs. And another important goal of our group is to give teachers useful information about eTwinning and Erasmus opportunities. For our upcoming activities, we are going to continue the interactive discussions and challenges. to improve our practices. We are going to share our experiences and learn about new opportunities on eTwinning and Erasmus. And as a sneak peek, I've chosen a webinar which is scheduled in June. The topic is how to organize a teacher training in your own school. I think it's a very important opportunity for small and remote schools. We have just done that here in my own school, and it was a wonderful experience. We had an invited guest, a teacher trainer called Alan Marsh, who is a very experienced and inspiring teacher trainer, and he agreed to join our webinar on eTwinning in June, sorry. So I'm looking forward to reading your contributions and to seeing you in our group, Small and Remote Schools Network.
Thank you very much, Anka. The link to join the group for Small and Remote Schools Network is in the chat. Now time to turn our attention to the feature group on digital skills for pupils and teachers, including artificial intelligence and selfie tools. And we will do that with the moderator of the group, Mikhail Zolokowski. Please, the floor is yours, Mikhail.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Poland. My name is Michał Siwkowski, very difficult. You can call me Mike, that's no problem. And I'm a Polish ambassador of eTwinning and an expert for Erasmus Plus program here at Poland. And everything started with AI. I come from Olsztyn, which is a smaller part of Poland on the northern part. And my students are special needs students, and I always had a problem with them because you need to have a special ideas how to get through with the knowledge you want to present them. And I was struggling with teaching them English, and I came across AI, and that's how my journey with AI started. I used AI during my eTwinning project called AI Masters, which taught students how to use short descriptions, short interactions with AI in order to write in English, in a different language for them. And that's how my story started. From there, I wanted to use AI and selfie tools more and more, and I became an expert in the field, and I want to share my knowledge with you, with my eTwinning brethren. That's why this is a new group, and on the screen you can see my propositions for the group. So we are going to and we already have written some tutorials on how to use AI tools, because they may be quite difficult for newcomers. We will share useful links that's already been taken care of. That list will expand even more. Of course, we'll share our eTwinning project ideas. We'll meet online. We'll find partners. We'll exchange some information of using AI technologies, not only in eTwinning and eTwinning projects, but also in your everyday lives and also in your students' life. So we are going to have a great number of activities planned. I won't spoil what we are planning to do next, but if you can present the next slide. Hello?
Mike, I just moved the slide. Can you see it?
Okay. No, sorry.
Maybe there's some delay in showing the movement that I made.
Okay. So sorry about that. So we are going to use AI to further our agenda. Okay, I can see the slide is uploaded now. So please
Can you see the slide, Mike, on AI Masters now?
No.
Oh, okay. Then there must be something with maybe later you can try to rejoin,
Yeah,
but
that's not a
attendees can
problem.
see it.
That's not a problem. So at least you can see it. To sum it up, you can join our group right now. We have already made some progress. We have lists of useful and, for example, free AI tools that you can use right now in your classrooms. We also have some digital skills tutorials. So please visit us and help us grow and stay connected. We also have a Facebook group. It's the same name as my eTwinning group. You can find us on Facebook there, so I can share some news with you, but everything will be uploaded to the eTwinning page further on. So let's stay connected and see you there.
Thank you so much, Mike. The link to join the group that you just heard the presentation about is in the chat. So the group on digital skills for pupils and teachers, including artificial intelligence and selfie tool. Now it's time to discover the group about combining eTwinning and Erasmus Plus project. And we have Oana with us to guide you into the group and upcoming activities. Oana, the floor is yours.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Do you hear me?
We can hear you well.
Yes. Who I am Oana Topala. I'm from Belgium. I'm an eTwinning and Erasmus Plus ambassador. In fact, I'm an Erasmus Plus adventurer since 2007. My journey began with an Erasmus exchange at the Université Libre de Bruxelles, where I discovered the power of the international collaboration. I'm also an experienced eTwinner and project leader. I bring years of hands-on experience in coordinating eTwinning and Erasmus Plus projects, fostering partnerships across Europe. When I'm not building educational bridges, I'm a travel blogger on a mission. I share stories from my Erasmus Plus and eTwinning travels on my blog because every journey has a story worth telling. Why this group? Why I'm the moderator of the group combining eTwinning and Erasmus Plus projects? Because I believe in connecting educators, exchanging ideas, and empowering international learning. And I'm here to help you to do the same. Something about the group. In fact, it is a new group combining eTwinning and Erasmus Plus projects group. And why joining this group? Because you want to join a vibrant community where educators across Europe connect, share, and grow, because you want to explore best practices for successful partnerships, because you want to collaborate on international projects, and because you want to access unique intercultural activities. And for the end of my presentation, a sneak peek activity. Join our monthly topic cafe, a casual, engaging space where educators discuss innovative ideas, share practical strategies, connect across cultures. And for example, the February theme was Love for Learning, how to build sustainable partnerships in eTwinning and Erasmus Plus projects. And because you are now in March, we are organizing a virtual cafe on diversity and cultural heritage, because 21st March is a World Poetry Day and the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. So if you want to take part in our monthly topic cafe, join the group and stay tuned. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for this overview of the group dedicated to combining eTwinning and Erasmus+. And now we can move ahead with the last group of today, which is the group dedicated to history. And we have with us Miriam, who will guide us into the group. Miriam, are you here with us?
Yes, here. Could you hear
Perfect.
me?
Yes, we can hear you well.
Okay, so hello everybody. I am Miriam Salinas. I am from Spain. I am a geography and history teacher, and I would like to introduce you our new group, History. So who I am a history and geography teacher. I love geography. That's why I am a geographer. And also I am a real fan of foreign languages, English, French, and Catalan. I will start working on eTwinning on 2019. And for me was a real finding. After that, I become a eTwinning ambassador. And finally, I start collaborating with National Support Service, eTwinning from Spain. So what we are going to do in our group. So the most important thing is to create a big network of geography and history teachers to share good practices and exchanging history and eTwinning practices. This is the main goal. Also, we are going to try to promote inclusive and innovative teaching and learning practices. And finally, we will try to offer you the most interesting materials related to article, project kits, researching things and events. So we will wait for you in our webinars and practical activities. What is next? So there on the group, you will find interesting activities to share your thoughts about history, how you work on your classes, and how can we improve this with innovative learning methods. Also, if you want to stay tuned, you can fill in our form in the group. And this is all for me. So thank you so much for being there. I wait for you in the group History, and there we will have the opportunity to share a lot of practices and good ideas. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Miriam, for your presentation about the history group. The link to join the group is in the chat. So we hope that you have found a group that matches your interests and the topics you address in the classroom, and that you joined one of these groups. You can find all the links in the chat, and our moderators gave you an overview of the ongoing and upcoming activities happening in this group. To close this webinar, we would like to remind you that there are actually more feature groups, and they will come in a second. There are more feature groups that will be presented in the second part of this webinar, which will take place on 1st of April at 4. So you will get to know 6 more topics that you may be interested in discovering more about. And so save the date and register now, because actually you can click on the link and register for this webinar, and you will discover communities that are waiting for you and that are ready to welcome you with resources, best practices, and interaction among peers. So I thank again all our moderators who are here today with us and that presented their feature groups. I thank again Peter De Bruyn, who gave an introduction to today's webinar, and also my colleagues Irene and Marta, who are here with us today. I don't know if Irene or Marta, you want to give some final words. Otherwise, we can wrap up here the session and encourage attendees to join all these communities of practice.
Join the groups, and also let your colleagues know about these groups and all the opportunities that they offer.
Great. Thank you very much, Irene. Thank you again, everybody, and I wish you all a nice evening.